week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alverez. Get this. Canelo Alverez believes he can beat Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk because his mentality is so strong, says Eddie Hearn. Of course, Canelo Alverez reigns as boxing's pound-for-pound king at present opinion. Okay, the four-weight world champion is currently in his absolute prime at age 31 and recently had 4 fights within the span of 11 months, as we know. Okay, despite his current natural weight class being super middleweight, Canelo has previously won a world title at 175, which is light heavyweight. He recently pondered on moving up to cruiserweight to challenge Usyk for the world for a 5th division. However, promoter Eddie Hearn, who has worked with the Mexican for 3 of his last 4 fights, thinks he even believes he could become king at heavyweight, 200 pounds plus. Quote, "When you're around someone like Canelo Alvarez, you start to realize the importance of confidence and mindset of a fighter," Hearn told MMA Fighting. He thinks he's completely unbeatable and he thinks he can beat Oleksandr Usyk. Okay. I guess he probably thinks that he can beat Anthony Joshua. That's his mentality. And he's so good, so good. Maybe the best I've ever seen up close, but even across the generations. When I got to work with him, we did for Billy Joe Saunders, we broke the indoor attendance at the attendance record in Dallas. It was a dream come true. Let me stop there. This is an opinion from Eddie Hearn. Excuse me. Okay. He says that I could beat Usyk, and I understand, like, he had to tell Eddie Hearn that. And you could read into, well, if he feels he can beat Usyk, he can beat Anthony Joshua. I thought, because I was asked this question on a live stream, what did I feel about it? And what I feel about it is this. He looks unbeatable. He's this and that. Nobody's unbeatable, especially a person that already has been beat. Okay? See, Mayweather beat him. It's contingent that Lara beat him, but he was just too big. He was the superstar at the time. That was where the money was. And him at 31 years of age, he looks good. Based on who his opponents are, his opponents made him good. Canelo Alvarez, taking on certain fighters or whatnot, he's a good fighter and all this. He's done things in the sport that a lot of people haven't done. I get it. You only get better in each generation, but for him thinking he could beat Oleksandr Usyk, that's great for confidence, but I don't think that'll even be the case. I think Usyk could just outbox him because he's not going to exchange. He doesn't have to exchange with Canelo. Even though Canelo has good reflexes, but I don't think the footwork, I don't think he would want to deal with the footwork with Usyk. I don't think anybody really does because he's a difficult fighter for anybody to fight. But him being his natural size now, no, I wouldn't want to see that because it would be too much of a weight difference. Now, had Canelo be a stocky, bulkier guy like that, and have that size and with the same chin and things like, he probably could beat Joshua, but I'm not sure about Usyk. Okay, that southpaw, he's a totally different beast. Okay, and why are we even really talking about Usyk anyway? Him saying that is all cap. Eddie Hearn saying that is all cap. Why? because this was brought up before. And they asked Usyk, would you fight Canelo? And he was like, yeah, I'd fight him at cruiserweight. He's supposed to be going to cruiserweight. I'll fight him at cruiserweight. Only one condition: I keep my belts where I'm at now so I can go up and defend them. Okay? And what happened? When those words planted seeds, okay? When those words planted seeds, Eddie Reynoso shut that down. You guys remember that? So for him to say, oh, I still think I can beat Oleksandr Usyk, it means nothing but cap. C-A-P. Why? Because your manager / trainer don't want you to even fight him, so why are you still talking about fighting him? That's why it's cap. It's just talk. You know, because if he felt that way and he felt, oh, he was this and that and his confidence and all that, well, hey, you're 31. You're in your prime. Go fight these guys before they get too old. Don't pull a Triple G. You know, don't pull, hey, maybe I might fight him, because it seems like to me, Canelo Alverez at times, he fights people when they look vulnerable. Look at Sergey Kovalev. See, everybody talks about, well, him and Andre Ward beat him. Well, Andre Ward beat Kovalev in his prime when he was undefeated, not when he's had 3 losses. You know what I mean? Because by that time, another Alvarez had beat him, and Andre Ward beat him twice. Okay, so, yeah. So if you really want to go there with it. But I think Canelo would get supreme props if he fought somebody that actually was in their prime. That's just like waiting 2 years to try to fight Usyk, and Usyk's 37. And Usyk starts looking shitty. Oh, hey, I want the Usyk fight. Well, what happened to the Usyk fight in 2022? This is 2024. A couple years later, now you want to fight him. But no, confidence is great. It's good to have confidence. You know, I respect Canelo for having that type of confidence. But to say those type of things without backing it up, I think it's nonsense. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez thinking that he could beat Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua, according to Eddie Hearn. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.